I now call upon Mr. Bernard-Henri Lévy to come forward to receive his degree. Professor Hillel Bercovier, Vice President for Research and Development, will read the scroll in French.
32 ans après Sartre, 5 ans après Derrida, le 13 juin 2007, le Sénat de l'Université hébraïque de Jérusalem a rendu hommage à Bernard-Henri Lévy. Bernard-Henri Lévy est un des fondateurs de l'école des nouveaux philosophes. C'est un des penseurs les plus éminents de notre époque. Ses prises de position très courageuses et anticonformistes se sont notamment traduites par la défense du droit d'Israël à être traité équitablement. Ancienne école de l'école normale sup, il a étudié la philosophie sous la direction des célèbres philosophes Jacques Derrida et Louis Althusser. Philosophe lui-même, écrivain, chroniqueur, cinéaste, Bernard-Henri Lévy est un penseur original qui a consacré sa vie aux causes humanitaires. Dans ses recherches, il s'est intéressé à des pays tels que le Sri Lanka, le Bangladesh, la Bosnie, le Pakistan et l'Afghanistan. En 1995, il a reçu la Légion d'honneur bosniaque en l'hommage à l'enquête qu'il avait menée sur les terribles massacres perpétrés par les Serbes pendant la guerre d'indépendance. Bernard-Henri Lévy est un fidèle ami de l'État d'Israël, en faveur duquel il prend souvent la parole sur la scène internationale. Il a obtenu le prestigieux prix Scopus de l'Université hébraïque et des Amis français de l'Université hébraïque, deux institutions avec lesquelles il entretient de très étroites relations. Il ne ménage ni son temps, ni ses efforts aux activités des Amis européens de l'Université hébraïque et se rend fréquemment à Jérusalem. Cette distinction vient rendre hommage à l'indéfectible amitié dont Bernard-Henri Lévy a témoigné à l'égard d'Israël et à l'égard de l'Université hébraïque de Jérusalem.
Mr. President, my dear friends, my fellow citizen Jean-Paul Sartre refused the Nobel Prize and accepted the doctorate honoris causa of the University Hébraïque of Jerusalem. I myself, as my other fellow citizen and fellow philosopher Jacques Derrida, have very little honors, and I not only accept, but I'm so moved and so deeply proud of this honor of today. If that is because your university, Mr. President, is a huge symbol all over the world. It is a symbol of a miracle. This is the very place where the Hebrew language, which has been dreamt by Eliezer ben Yehuda, really took shape and saw his resurrection. This place is the place, a symbol of the reconciliation of the two traditions, of the knowledge and of the study, which were for such a long time not enemy but contradictory, and which are embodied here by the very simple fact that you have in deposit, Mr. President, Mr. Governors, the archives of Albert Einstein and the archives of Gershom Scholem. The Hebraic University of Jerusalem is a symbol, the nest, the cradle, the stem cell of Zionism and of the State of Israel. Nobody can forget the fervor, the enthusiasm which spread all over the world among the Jewish people in 1918 first, and then in 1925, when this university was founded. It was, in a way, the real act of baptism of the State of Israel 30 years before. It is also, this university is the reconciliation of the two big trends which have so long divided the Jewish people, Israel and the diaspora. The old debate between Rosenzweig and Gershom Scholem, the values of the Galut and the values of Israel. It is the place where they are really also reconciled. And I would like also to say, also that if there is a place in the world, in the Jewish world in particular, where universal values are really embedded and embodied, it is here. One cannot forget again, 1925, the foundation of the university, Yehuda Magnes asking some Arab representative of the Palestinian side, of the Arab countries around, to be there if there is a place where the spirit of peace, the spirit of fraternity, the idea that the Jewish values are values for all humanity has always been vibrant. It is here, even in the worst moments, even when a suicide bomber came and killed a group of students, among whom my fellow citizen David Gritz. And last of least, we celebrate today the 30th anniversary of the battle, of the end of the Battle of Jerusalem. And I cannot forget also that I was here exactly 30 years ago, at the last day of the War of the 6 Days. I was here with the colonel of the Israeli army of Tzahal, Amos Benin, who happened to have been part of the commando of the special unit who came here to reinforce the defensors of the Mount Scopus. He told me, inch by inch, meter after meter, the details of the battle of the Mount Scopus. And he told me 30 years ago on what values the new army of Israel was founded. Neither victimhood, nor Masada, nor Spart, purity of weapons, which were embodied in the Battle of Jerusalem under the commandership of Moshe Dayan. All these values, Mr. President, they are embodied here. It is the treasury which is deposited, which is here in deposit in the hands of the governors of the University Hebraic of Jerusalem, in the hands of its students, and also more modestly from today of the doctors honoris causa, of whom I'm so proud to be member of. Thank you very much.